Good morning, welcome to Johnson's Garden Time. Jeremy, as we get into summer, there's a group of plants that we can use in our landscape or at our house, mostly decks, patios, and porches, and that's our flowering or foliage tender house plants or plants.
Tropical plants. So these are plants that are maybe native to the tropics, so areas that aren't going to freeze. But what we find is that our summers are really a lot like what they're going to experience in those areas as well. So they do thrive in a Kansas environment.
Okay, of course, one of the plants that many people are familiar with are flowering annual or flowering tropical hibiscus.
So we do have hardy ones as well, but these are the kind of the powerhouse of the summer flowering plants. Beautiful tropical looking flowers. The hibiscus, though, that flower is only going to last one day. So you see this plant, it's got buds kind of all over it. So it's just constantly putting new flower buds out, but it also means that it's going to be a heavy feeder and you're going to need to feed them heavily to continue them flowering.
Okay. There's also, citrus, which works real well. We have bananas, a lot of different palms as well.
Yeah, I really like citrus. Citrus is one that is going to be one that we do encourage people to bring in. So, a lot of these, we tell people enjoy them through the summer, let them freeze in the winter, and then plant new ones next year. But really, citrus are a fun group of plants because they're going to set those flowers during the spring generally, and then they're going to harvest that fruit in the house during the winter months. But bring it outside, loves the heat of the summer. Very, very fragrant flowers on those citrus. So, and going to behave very, very well in a container.
You have a lime at home. I've had an orange in the past. I had an orange that I kept in the greenhouse 2 or 3 winters, and the amount of oranges I got on that, I was tired of oranges after it was producing.
That's right. We've got, you mentioned the foliage, we've got bananas, we've got palms that really provide a tropical look. Some of our larger palms can provide some shade if you've got a pool situation. Okay,
let's look at some of the options we have for fertilizing. You just said that they are heavy feeders, and we've got some water soluble and some time release fertilizers as well.
The hibiscus, I mentioned, are a heavy feeder. This one's a 17% nitrogen. So normally we're not providing a lot of extra nitrogen to our plants because it stops the flowering, but the hibiscus specifically need a heavy dose of nitrogen. This is going to be a granular food, going to use it about every 6 weeks in our containers.
Okay, then we also have the acid-loving plant food from Fertilome, which is a high nitrogen as well. Many of these plants, watered frequently, they're going to leach out and they need some additional iron.
Yeah.
So this works well. And then for non-edibles, I'd like the Azalea Evergreen plant food, which has the systemic insecticide with it. So anyway, come see us at the Garden Centers. We have everything you need. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.